Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, one time Om and Shanti Shanti. Keep your back neck straight, aligned, relaxed. And now bring the awareness towards your breath. Now inhale for the one time Om and Shanti. Take a deep breath. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Join your both palms, wrap your palms. Place on your eyes, feel the warmth. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm. Gently open up your eyes and say Om Shanti. So, Om Shanti. Welcome to everyone in Ayurveda class. Om Shanti dear. So, in previous session, we talked about the saptprakarti, Moola Prakriti, and Asthai Prakriti. And now today we're going to talk about the Vata Prakriti. We did the Vata Prakriti, Rekha. We completed the Vata. How much we did in Vata?
My note is upstairs. 1 minute, 1 minute.
What? How much we covered? Physiological structure we covered?
I'll tell you.
So we have started the Saptaprakriti 7.
What Prakriti?
The Vata Prakriti.
Sapprakriti, like what Prakriti, dominant personality, psychological characteristic, what are they, like lean, slim, and shoulder hair dry and not long, split and thin hair, eyes and small dry sleepy eyes, center of eyes brown and white, side of eye with patches, eyebrows thin, skin normal to dry, longer skin is thin, wrinkles and dehydrated. That's
so last you written the skin quality, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now write it down about the psychological characteristic of the Vata personality. So those who didn't attend the previous session, go through the video and then you can understand this session also. But let's start. So now, physiological structure of the Vata personality. Oh, sorry, psychological or mental body. So the Vata people, basically, their mind would be, they are absent-minded, quick learn, quick forget. They don't have the past memories. It means they easily forget what happened in the past, but they have the short-term memory is good. So they cannot remember whatever happened in the past, quickly forget, quickly they move on. Because of this quality, they quickly move on in the relationship. Mind gets restlessness easily. They do the movement with their, either they are blinking with, they keep blinking their eyes, or and they keep shaking their leg, or they, you know, just give the slightly movement to the pen. Very impatient. They they keep moving something around them. They think a lot, and but they cannot implement the things because of overthinking. They just overthink everything, and because of this attitude, they cannot implement the things. They talk fast, they walk fast. They talk and walk fast. Like, how are you? What are you doing? Very quickly, and they walk even so fast. And they always stumble when they talk.
Always?
Stumble, like रुक रुक के बात करेंगे, मतलब लड़खड़ा जाएंगे बात करते करते, जल्दी बोलते हैं ना.
Yeah.
Then their sleep would be light, disturbed, and they easily wake up in the morning, but they dream a lot. They do have the insomnia. They don't get the sound sleep. The emotion level, they're very often nervous, anxious, and doubtful, doubting everything, everything they are doubting. So even the treatment of the doctor, or treatment of um, any allopathic or ayurvedic, they don't develop the trust easily on anything. Their occupation, because they do have the power of persuading the things, because they are very extreme extrovert personality. They are very social, you know, amicable, friendly. They do very well in the profession, like RJ, VJ, radio jockey, or anchor, as an anchor, TV anchor, or any, in media, and also motivator, speaker. They can do public relationship, HR. These things they can quickly hand, they can go into these kind of profession,
Is it
because
introverts or
because of
extrovert?
extreme extrovert,
Okay.
very social. They have lots of friends, but long-term relationship, their relationship, they are not good either in the long-term relationship and commitment. So for commitment and with the one person, for them it's become difficult, because they are, get bored with the things easily. They keep switching the things, even the jobs. They're not satisfied within themselves. But they do love traveling, because traveling make them, giving them excitement. So they always over excited about their hobbies and other things. But as they are impatient, so they are not, good in the long-term relationship. But short-term relationship, these people are very attractive, because of their talking, and because of their, nature, which is very friendly, very open. Most of the weather reaction, um, how they react towards the weather, they enjoy the warm environment, but very uncomfortable in the winter. So, but they don't, they can stay comfortably in the summer. Even they can okay with the, Indian continent summer. Like in India, we have hot summer. Still, they are okay with it. But cold environment you know, is difficult for them to survive. It's like increasing their vat more. Their skin become more dry, dull, patchy, wrinkled during the winter. Most of the problem they face when vat go imbalance, they have the dry heel, cracked heel, cracked lips, or always have the pain in the body, skin wrinkled, dull, dry, dehydrate one, and they have very varicose vein issue like veins are visible, dandruff they usually get, hair fall issue also they get, diabetic. These are the general problems and psychosomatic problems. Rest of the psychosomatic problems they get. Even asthma also happen because of the VAR. So these are the major problems when Vata go imbalance. They will get these problems, these diseases. So it doesn't mean Pitta dominant personality and the Kapha dominant personality won't get these problems. They do get the problem, okay? But if there is a problem, Vata is more prone towards these kind of problems, okay? They easily get these problems. So these are the Vata personality, which we learn their physiological and psychological and their sleep, stress, emotion we covered. Yeah. So and very naughty they are, right? Very naughty. Um, though they are absent-minded, but they they create the entertainment in the group, right? They are the attraction, center of the attraction. So this is all about the Vat. Now come to the Pit. One more thing, Vat. There's 80 types of the disease you will get. Like for example, if there's 100 types of disease, so you get 80 among them. So Vat is creating more problem than the Pit and the Kapha. Vat basically disturb very quickly, easily in your body, and also pacify easily. More quickly it disturb, more quickly it's gonna pacify also. But for you require the treatment for that. Then we're gonna talk about it, how we can control our Vat also. Don't worry about it. And Vat, this dominant personality is mostly, become the problematic because out of 180 types of the problem you are getting because of the Vat imbalance, and this become like something happened, your Vat go imbalance. So, and Vat personality, according to the Ayurveda, is very low quality personality, very low quality. So, Vata people immune system is so weak, they quickly get many diseases, many infection, and other things. So now write it down about the Pitta dominant personality. So Pitta give you when Pitta go imbalance, the 40 types of the problems you're gonna face. It means out of 100, 40% you will get. Okay, that's you have to understand. So 40% problem you will face when Pitta go imbalance. Now they are physiological characteristic. So they have the medium body. They are having medium height, medium to tall height, very handsome, very beautiful personality they are, possessing it. Like if there is a Pitta personality, the body type, you cannot ignore them. Very charming personality, ideal personality, you can say. So it's called the medium quality of the personality. Not bad, not either good. Okay. There and for them, it's very easily to gain weight and lose the weight. But for what, it's very difficult to gain the weight. Okay. Then their hair normal to straight, brownish, and not long enough. They have medium silky hair, and they do also hair fall problems. So they do have hair fall problems and even scalp related problems. So their skin is normal to oily, soft, reddish, warm skin, medium layer of the skin where what people have the thin layer, they have the medium layer. Okay. Then cheeks are red and warm, ears also red and warm, sole of the feet and palm would be remain warm. They have sensitive skin and they cannot use hard harsh chemical on their skin. They usually get sunburn and easily inflammation, skin inflammation. Okay, skin color would be mostly reddish or pinkish and shiny. Okay, eyes medium reddish eyes, and eyelashes is also medium, not thin, not thick, medium eyelashes. Then the eye color would be light one. It could be any light color. Then the white part of the eyes would be, you veins are visible in the white part of the eye, and the color sometimes they do have the redness in their eye or yellowishness. If pit is more aggravated, so they have yellowishness, and even their face become yellow when pit is come uh, more, mostly disturbed, more disturbed. So then they have these kind of symptoms. Then their psychological characteristic: average learning power, but never to forget. Once they learn, they're never gonna forget. Egoist and very much attached to their things. They get impatient but aggressively. Where what people get impatient, they're not aggressive, but they get impatient with aggression. Even if they are hungry, they get angry. So this is, you need to talk with them with the food. You can't talk without food. If they are hungry, they will beat you. They will abuse you. So make sure if you have these kind of friends or so be careful. They they are having the very strong determination, quick implementation. They quickly want the result and very very strong willpower they have. So they have the quality of to lead the things. Clear vision they are having. Decision making is so good, and planning, they do the planning, but very irritable, quickly get irritable, and does not want to listen, doesn't like to listen anybody because of stubborn, egoist nature. And even they attach to their beliefs also. They are not ready to see the change, adopt the change quickly. Then they cannot, the weather, how they react towards the weather. They cannot tolerate the heat at all. So summer is very difficult for them, but they enjoy the winter a lot. Then they have most of the problem, especially their sleep is very moderate, regular. They can go back to the sleep easily and they see the nightmare sometimes. But once they wake up during the night, it's very difficult for them to sleep, fall back into the sleep. Then their occupation, so they are very well planned, organized. They have the strong decision making, so they do very good in the business, taking the risk. Anything which require the risk, they do very well in that. So, but if they control their temper, they easily lose their temperament. So this is the one drawback which stopping them to get this, to attain the success in their life. Vata people, because they are fickle minded, travel a lot and get bored, not stable life personality. Because of that, they cannot get, they are unable to get success. But if they control that thing by practicing the yoga, they are very good speaker, good motivational speaker, or they do well in their profession. Same with the pitta. If they control their temperament through the yoga practice or meditation, they do very well in their business. The problem mostly they get the skin related problems, sunburn, okay, black moles, freckles, and sometimes the face become blackish and lots of blackheads, acne they will get, then sensitive skin issue, kidney related, bladder related, and all kind of fever happen because of the pitta go imbalance. Jaundice also happen because of the imbalance of the pitta. So these are the problems of the pitta. So pitta personality in relationship, because they lose the temperament, they are good in the relationship. But the problem is that they are they are basically for the long term relationship, but the problem only they lose the temperament. And for healthy relationship, if you keep frequently losing the temperament, it's very difficult for the other person to live with you. So this is the issue. When they go in the relationship, again in long term relationship, they do face the problem, okay, because they lose the temperament. Kapha is the best personality among the three. Kapha dominant personality. So 20 types of problems you will get once kapha go imbalance. Then their physiological characteristic. They have tall, broad personality. Tall, broad personality. Very, the height would be very long and shoulder would be very wide. Large, well proportionate personality. They they get weight, they gain weight very easily, but very difficult to lose the weight. It means they just drink the water, they gain the weight. Have you met with the so many these kind of people who say we are doing all the dieting and everything, but I'm not able to lose the weight. I'm just drinking the water or just taking the air. Still, they are unable to lose the weight because even just by drinking the water, they gain the weight. And Vata people, no matter what they are eating, but they face the problem while gaining the weight. But losing quickly in Kapha, losing the weight is so difficult for them. Then their hair would be thick, curly, and oily scalp, long, black, thick hair, very beautiful hair, curly hair. The eyes would be big and beautiful, attractive, full eyelashes, attractive, beautiful eyes. The eye color would be black, mostly dark color, and the white part is picture clear. It's like completely clear. Their skin is cool, thick, soft, thick, cool, soft, normal to oily skin type. Layer of the skin is thick basically. Then there's psychological characteristic. They're slow learner, but once they learn, they never gonna forget. Past memory is so good, long term memory is good, but short term memory is very, they are lost in that. They never remember the names. Very bad in remembering the names. Their mind is so lazy, lethargic. They doesn't want to. They don't like to work at all. They keep postponing the things. Where with the people, they quickly want to, implement the things well, completely active body. They have very active body. So,
Who?
but
Kappa?
here, the Kapha people have lazy body type. Doesn't like to work at all. Like a Labrador. Have you seen the Labrador? What pug doesn't like to move their body at all? Whole day they can sleep on there. Same with the Kapha. And very, their sleep is sound, deep, heavy. They sleep a lot. They doesn't like to get up early in the morning. They cannot. The emotion level they are very good. They cannot get angry at all. Caring, lovable, loyal personality, honest personality. But the problem is they are very lazy, super lazy. In the weather reaction, they mostly have the cold feet in the winter and cold hands in the winter. But in mostly they have cold feet and cold hands, and they cannot, you know, um, bear the extremities, hot or the cold. They like the moderate environment, moderate climate. They talk very slow and they walk very slow. What where talk fast, walk fast, with moderate talk, moderate walking. But here, Kapha very slow. Like they're gonna say, "How are you? What you are doing today? How's your day? What? How are you? What you're doing? Quick, back to back question." And with the people, they just go talk moderately. But Kapha is you have to be patient with them. But they do have lots of patience. They love sitting on the couch where they are just be there. Even whole day they can lie on the bed. They love the bed. The occupation, oh, because all the occupation require the work and they don't like the work, doing the work. So any desk job where they have to sit, any research, study, they are good in the study. Study in the sense not reading or getting the good marks, like killing their time, put fiction books or novels, these things, they are into it. They they even their hobbies are those hobbies, they choose those hobbies where they have to sit. So either they play the game or something like that. So any profession where they can be a software engineer, they can be a scientist, they can be a good which any researcher. So any subject they can choose for doing their research, because you require the isolation, you require sitting, you doesn't want to, bother the other person. They just remain within themselves. So extreme introvert personality. With is ambivert personality. This is the introvert personality. What what is extrovert personality? So they doesn't like people. They doesn't like to meet the people and becoming social person. They are not well socialized. They don't, even care about how to get ready or something. Even if you see them, you can recognize easily, because they are not even putting the hard work to get themselves ready. So these professions require these kind of, isolation. So they are perfect in that. Even day-to-day activity they cannot fulfill. Eating, cooking, drinking, cleaning home is very difficult for them. It's like a biggest task for them. But once they decided to do the work, they can do very good job. Okay, they can do very good job in their field. In relationship, this is the ideal personality to go with the relationship, because caring, they even don't bother you at all. Whatever you want to do, they just follow you. They're not even taking any, creating any destruction or becoming the leader or ruling on you. Where with the people you cannot be dominate those people. They are right, so you have to follow them. But Kapha, they are loving, caring, always take you stand, for you, always take stand for you. And because they are not social, so you become their whole life. They can die for you also, because they don't do anything. So they dedicatedly do the love. So they just remember you. If they go into the relationship, they never move on. Very difficult for them to move on. That's why they are good in the past, memory, and they keep remembering those past memories. So most of the problems they will get skin related problems, itching, fungal infection, and acne problem also, double chin, and they do accumulate the and they have obesity issue also. Then they usually have big thigh and the fat around the abdominal and hip area and thigh area. So these issues they mostly face. This sleep I talked about already. So once, for example, if you go to the, these you are preparing some uh, trip, going on the trip. So if you ask to the Wat people, they just pack their bags and just run towards the trip. Okay, let's go right now, immediately. They react in that manner. With the people, okay, let me do the planning. They plan, they book everything, the flight, where you gonna stay, what you gonna see. They do this kind of thing. Kapha people, they never bother you at all. They doesn't come. They don't even, they tell you, okay, I'll join you, but even they don't show up. So they remain there at their home and they enjoy their life being at home. So this kind of approach the personality, these three dosha, the dominant personality, Vata, Pitta, Kapha having it. So I hope very much clear. Next four Prakriti we're gonna do in tomorrow class. So till now this is all about. If you have the queries, ask me in tomorrow class, because then we're gonna complete the Sapta Prakriti. So write it down your question, and then in tomorrow class you can ask. After completing it, you can ask the question. Okay. Um, so Om Shanti. Meet you in
Thank you.
meditation class. Bye bye.
Thank you,
Take
Shanti.
care. Bless you.